Everyone thought the story had ended, evil exposed, truth revealed, the wrong woman victorious, but life, as always, had more pages left to turn. From the outside, Christopher and Sahdey looked like a victory story. The man who chose love over stability. The woman who finally got the man she had waited for. Their wedding photos still floated around social media like proof that fate had eventually bowed to desire. Smiles wide. Clothes expensive. Destinations exotic. To the world, theirs was a love that had won. And for a while, it truly seemed so. They settled into marriage with the excitement of people who believed they had paid their dues through secrecy and sacrifice. Sahdey moved through life with the glow of triumph, head high, shoulders back, secure in the knowledge that she had been chosen. Christopher, determined to prove that his choice had been worth the cost, poured himself into pleasing her. They welcomed children in quick succession, a boy, then a girl. Their home filled with new cries, new laughter, new beginnings. Christopher was attentive, hands-on, eager to be the father he had always been. Sahdey basked in the image of the complete family, husband, children, comfort, admiration. But beneath the polished surface, something subtle shifted. Christopher had once lived carefully. Thoughtfully. He understood budgets, priorities, balance. But love, especially love he feared losing, made him reckless. He spent lavishly, not because he could, but because he had to. Every smile from Sahdey became a silent demand. Every sigh, a challenge he felt compelled to fix. She loved fine things. Designer clothes. Expensive trips. Homes that impressed. And Christopher, eager to keep her happy, gave freely, without pausing to count the cost. He upgraded their lifestyle repeatedly. Bigger house. New cars. Private schools. Weekend getaways. He said yes to everything, even when his bank account whispered warnings he refused to hear. Debt crept in quietly, disguised as love. Loans taken in confidence. Credit extended in faith. Sacrifices made in silence. Friends noticed the change.
You don't have to prove anything.
One had told him gently. But Christopher only smiled.
She deserves the best.
He replied.
I won't fail her.
What he didn't say was the fear that drove him, the fear that if he stopped giving, she might stop loving. Sahdey noticed too. She noticed the strain, the exhaustion, the way Christopher's laughter grew thinner with time. But she didn't slow down. She had waited too long, sacrificed too much, to now accept less than everything. And so the cycle continued. On anniversaries, gifts grew more extravagant. On birthdays, celebrations became louder, bigger, more public. Christopher worked longer hours, slept less, smiled through fatigue. He wanted the world, and himself, to believe that choosing love had been the right decision. For a time, it worked. They laughed. They traveled. They posted photos that drew envy and admiration. People whispered, "See?" He followed his heart, and it paid off. But happiness built on constant proof is fragile. Bills piled up quietly. Stress etched lines into Christopher's face. He began to age faster than his years, his body absorbing the pressure his pride refused to admit. He ignored the signs, the headaches, the sleepless nights, the heaviness in his chest, because stopping felt like failure. And failure was not an option. Not after what he had lost. Not after choosing love at such a high price. So he kept going. Kept spending. Kept smiling. Unaware that the very effort to keep happiness alive was slowly draining the life out of him. Because sometimes, love that demands everything, eventually leaves you with nothing. And they're happily ever after? It was real. Just not permanent.
Morning light on the kitchen floor. I built this house from love and more. Framed your fears, hung up your past. Thought we were built to really last. I wore devotion like a crown. Held you up, I held you down. Skipped my needs to fit your plans. Signed my soul with trembling hands. Was I